So in this video, I'm going to be summarising the character of Simon Scott to try and solidify the rehearsal process in how the character has developed over time. When we started the rehearsal process, it started out as two sons fighting over an inheritance of their father or old man. We didn't really kind of specify. So I started the process of having a character of a son who was maybe a bit spiteful. That didn't last very long, and then we moved on to it eventually getting to the point, maybe after kind of two more iterations of, is it a son, is it blah blah blah, we finally ended on the piece that we have now, which is about a guy called Harry who is living with his friend Simon, and Harry suffers from mental health issues, quite severe mental health issues, and Simon is his housemate who is kind of his carer. So it's kind of like how their relationship carries on. So for me, Simon started out as being quite a caring person. As the rehearsal process carried on even more, we decided to go down the route of a bit of absurdist and debating whether Simon is actually real. We had a character called Tyler, but he's not actually named in the play, played by Ollie, who is actually is meant to be invisible, and my character cannot see him, and he's all in Harry's head. But it did bode the question of whether my character is actually real and if this is all going on in Harry's head. That kind of gave me the leeway to be able to make the character maybe slightly more mean, not like in a horrible way, but just in a sense of that's why we wanted the characters to be friends, because we didn't want them to be lovers or family friends. That was the iterations that we went through, but we landed on friend because we discovered that a friend can actually tell another friend something that maybe a family member can't. They can kind of give them those harsh realities that sometimes friends need. So that was really brilliant to have that as a source when we were writing the script. As we kind of started to go a bit more absurdist, it meant that my lines were becoming very more kind of painful, getting very easily annoyed, and that added to my character depth, which was brilliant. And then eventually during rehearsals, during actioning, hot seating, we've finished on the character of Simon Scott, who's a 25-year-old who lives with Harry. His background is meant to be unspecified. For me, he's someone who's been a family friend with Harry for many, many years. They went to school together. He works in an office doing a shit job that he hates, but wishes that him and Harry could go into business together because that was the plan that they always wanted to do, but instead he's had to work for people instead of doing the dream that he wants. So it's all kind of about sacrifice, and I think maybe Simon has a bit of resentment towards Harry because of that. That's completely is unjustified, but it is basically a play of Simon getting annoyed at Harry and taking out his frustrations in the wrong way, which is meant to be allowing the audience to bode the question of, is Simon good for Harry? Is he the rock that he needs, or is he actually being maybe a little bit too harsh, not being caring enough? That's kind of the question that the audience need to be asking my character, is whether or not he's actually good for Harry.